What's up, traders? This is Vee Trades, and today I'll be doing a technical analysis breakdown for Berkshire Hathaway with the ticker symbol BRK.B. This was a viewer's request, and thank you for your donation. Remember that if you want a chart analysis guaranteed to be done, please read the description below. Before we begin, please take a second to give the video a like and subscribe for more chart analysis. I appreciate all those who have already subscribed and liked my videos. Just a reminder that this video is for entertainment purposes only and does not constitute any financial advice. I will first go over what I see on the daily chart and finish the video off with the weekly chart. As you can see on the daily chart, since May, Berkshire Hathaway has been inside of a range, and the range lows look like it's the 272 level, and it looks like the range highs are at the 292 level. So it's about a 20-point range, 20-point swing for the size of the range, and Berkshire Hathaway has been going up and finding resistance at the highs, and then it comes back down to the lows, and then it goes up to the highs and comes back down to the lows, and so on. As you can see here, that's what a range is. Prices are just moving within price levels. Now recently, it looks like early December, Berkshire Hathaway could not reach the lower side of the range, and I'll show you a reason why. And now it took off, and now it looks like it's breaking outside of the range. So it looks like there's a breakout in progress. The only thing about breakouts is that 90% of the time they do fail. So that's the thing about breakouts. So even if we do get a breakout here and we don't find some type of support when it pulls back, maybe something like this, and we continue higher. So if we don't do that, then I think we can just break outside, get selling pressure coming back into the market, find resistance at the top of the range, and then continue to lower and probably get a break outside on the opposite side of the range because the market is symmetrical. So that's the two things that could play out, and we're gonna have to wait to see which one Berkshire Hathaway wants to do. I'm a little more bullish than bearish, just because it looks like there is this uptrend in play right now, and Berkshire Hathaway is inside of it. You can see all the price bars are respecting it, so it looks like we could be seeing higher prices in the future. And also the prevailing trend is up, so normally prices will break with the trend, with the prevailing trend. So this breakout could be successful, and if it is, where could it go? Normally, if prices break outside of a range, we get a measured move, which is the size of the range. So if we do break outside of here, it looks like my target is the 313 level. So that's where it looks like Berkshire Hathaway is headed next. If this breakout is successful and we don't start reversing from here, and maybe a little push up. So we need to see consistent buying pressure coming into the market, and probably some type of support being formed, like I said, at the breakout level, and then prices continue higher. If not, it could start selling off and reverse and break outside on the opposite side of the channel, back at the 270 or the high 260 level. So we just gotta wait for that. Let me just zoom out a little bit more on the daily chart. As you can see here, pretty much since the crash of early 2020, Berkshire Hathaway is in a very strong trend. The corrections are very small, and this correction that started back in May is just sideways. That just shows you how strong the market is. It just cannot even sell off. Show you guys the channel right now. So this looks like the channel that looks like Berkshire Hathaway is respecting, and the reason why the prices cannot reach the lower side of the range this time is because it looks like it got a bounce from the channel that's in play, the major uptrend channel. Because price action is not random. If you look hard enough, you can usually find a reason for what prices did, and there's a reason why it came up short here versus the other times it traveled all the way back to the 272 level. This time it looks like it stopped at 275 level because there's an uptrend channel where prices found some type of support and bounced from. And it makes sense because this is the major uptrend pattern for Berkshire Hathaway. As you can see here, every time the prices come up to the upper side of the channel, it's going to lead to a correction back to the lower side. But since this trend is strong, it was just a sideways correction back to the lower side, as you can see here. Now, where are we heading next? Like I said, if this is a successful breakout, we could see higher prices in the future to the 313 level because it's a measured move the size of the range. But if we do find some type of resistance or start reversing from here and selling off, then we probably get a break outside of this yellow channel and a break outside of that range on that lower level. So this is probably the location that prices would probably reach. But even then, I'm still bullish because this would be the first break outside of the channel, this yellow channel, uptrend channel. And normally when prices do that, we get a retest of the highs. So even if we do start selling off, I still expect higher prices in the future. So that's pretty much it for now. Let me just show you guys one last thing on the daily chart. You can see that there's a measured move up right here. That is the first leg, and then this is the second leg, and that's exactly where prices reached and started moving sideways and finding resistance. So we have to wait to see where Berkshire Hathaway wants to go next, but I think this breakout could be profitable and sustainable just because the prevailing trend is an uptrend. We just bounced off a major support level, and it looks like the company wants to go higher with the price. But other than that, let's go ahead and wrap this up on the weekly chart. And now we are on the weekly chart for Berkshire Hathaway, and I'm going to show you guys the uptrend and the range one last time. You can see this is the uptrend that prices have been respecting, and if I just drag it up, you can see that the midline is acting as both support and resistance, and the prices are touching it numerous times. So it looks like it's a nice fitting channel and it's accurately drawn. And I'll show you guys the range that prices were inside of, and now it looks like we're getting that breakout side of it. But like I said before, breakouts usually fail 90% of the time. So there's a possibility that Berkshire Hathaway can do something like that and then break outside on the opposite side of the range, the lower side, and get a breakout side of this yellow uptrend channel. So this is where Berkshire Hathaway could be headed. But even though if we do something like this, I'm still expecting a retest of the previous highs and possibly a new all-time high in the future. So this is the bearish case that could play out. However, the bullish case is that we just got to bounce from a key support level, and it looks like there is room for it to go up, such as the measured move area, like I said on the daily chart. But if that doesn't play out, then you know where my bearish case is. But we have to go day by day and see what the price action wants to do. It's hard to choose which one it wants to do as of right now, because if we had a trap on the lower side of the range and we started pushing up like this, then I would be 99% sure we probably reached that measured move. But since this is the first breakout side of the range, normally that fails, and then that leads to a break outside on the opposite side of the range, just to trap the counter trend buyers, and then another reversal just to trap everybody out. So basically right now all the buyers are probably gonna get trapped, and then they're gonna reverse it and then trap in the shorts, and then reverse it one more time to trap out the shorts, and then have the buyers jump back in the market because they were just too early in the position. So that's how the market works. It basically sets up traps, and those traps are orders, buy and sell orders, and once they are triggered, that's what can move the market very strongly. But other than that, that's pretty much my two patterns that I could see playing out for Berkshire Hathaway. If I were to pick one that would play out, I'm gonna lean towards the bearish side, just because there's a possibility that they want to just push up here, had a fake breakout, reverse back down, another fake breakout, and then reverse back up. So that's what I see happening for Berkshire Hathaway. I'll be surprised if they just reach that measured move with this breakout, but it is a possibility. But either way, I'm still bullish in the long term, just because the prevailing trend is up, and even if we do get a breakout side of this yellow channel working higher, I still expect a retest of the highs and possibly even a new one. So that's all I have for Berkshire Hathaway. Thank you for stopping by and checking out my video. Make sure to check out the rest of the channel, since you might be surprised at what you can learn. Leave a comment down below on where you think prices are headed. Also, share the video if you want your friends to learn about the markets. Lastly, I appreciate any feedback to help improve the channel, since I want to deliver great content to you guys. See you next time, and bye.